Alright, guys, what is up? And welcome back to episode 20 of the franchise with the Seattle Mariners. So here we are, 42 and 49, right maybe week and a half before the trade deadline here, 2 weeks before the trade deadline. We're sitting 42 and 49, taking on the 57 and 34 Pirates who are leading the division. We're looking to sweep them here to really gain some ground. And I mean, we have a little bit of a new team, some new faces in. We have Michael Waka. We have some minor leaguers called up, and Boog Pogwell or Powell and Gurriel. And then, I mean, really just the story of some other guys. I mean, look at Cano here. He's batting 230 with 10 home runs, 40 RBIs. Lind is doing pretty well for himself. Um, I would like to see him, hitting a little bit better than that as far as his average goes and as far as his slugging goes, definitely. He's almost down 60 points, almost 70 points actually from his career averages, or career average for slugging, that is. O'Malley was off to a really hot start the first couple months of the season. He's now down to 250. He was up like around 400 actually, and he's gotten a lot of at bats, as you can see off the bench. A-Rod there batting 235 with a home run and 70 at bats. I mean, wasn't really expecting anything more from him. I wasn't expecting him to come in and bat, 400 with a whole bunch of bombs. Like, I was really just looking for him to just produce a little bit, and really he's just hitting against lefties at first base there. Actually, don't know why Nino Urzu Nino is in there against lefties, actually, as of right now. We'll go ahead, bump Ionetta up once. Yeah, like I said, and then Strasburger, he's struggling kind of through 100 at bats. He was tearing it up down in AAA, and he's kind of cooled off. So, other than that, hoping Gurriel can improve his numbers. He has about 11 more at bats than he was since he came back. And then Marte has really improved upon his numbers. As you can see there, he was batting like 204 with a 290 on base with like a 310 slugging at the very beginning of the season. So that's good to see him doing well. And then this guy, he's just kind of filling in right now as Aoki is down for maybe 5 more days, so not too long. He was doing really well for us. Anyway, so I'm sorry about the lack of gameplay lately. It's just that this whole 2 weeks right here is either kind of like the make or break part of the season for us. I'm not saying that the other parts of the season aren't, but this is in these 2 weeks right here that I'm going over. This is like where we really decide what direction we're gonna go. Um, a lot, like I said, a lot of people in their other videos are deciding that before spring training starts. They're deciding that, in the second game of spring training. It's really like for us, as you can see right here, we really stuck with most of the guys on our roster through their struggles and through, just kind of hard times with them, especially Robinson Cano. But then this 2 weeks right here is where we're really going to decide. So, um, I'm actually going to go ahead and sim this Waka game. I'm basically just going to sim up until here as of right now. It's really just to evaluate players. I think I can, like I said before, the priority is evaluating players. So as you can see, we got the sweep here. Waka looks like he threw a good game on the mound. Let's check it out. 7 hits against R9. 4-3. Martin 1 for 3. Paul 0 for 3. Seager 1 for 3. Cruz 1 for 3. Lind 0 for 3. Cano 1 for 4. Zanino 1 for 4. Gurriel 3 for 4. So that's good for him. Seager with a home run. On the mound, Waka goes to 11-3. 6 1/3, 6 hits, 2 runs, 5 walks, and 3 strikeouts. So that's really good. I mean, really, besides the walks, that's perfect. I mean, that's really why I got him to get wins. So, Storen and Furbush both get holds. Storen an inning pitched, 1 strikeout for a 3.48 ERA. Furbush 2/3 of an innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 run. It was earned, 1 walk for a 2.67 ERA, and Cishek gets a save for his 12th of the year at 1 inning pitched and 1 strikeout for 1.68 ERA. So let's go ahead and get into this White Sox series here. Like I said, I'm going to sim it. Shields is pitching well for the Sox. Um, really looking to, continue this 3-game win streak against the Sox here. They're not really playing too well right now, as you can see, as their record shows. So let's go ahead and get into this. Paxton taking on Shields. Just keep him active there. We get the win. Walker taking on Rendon. He is really struggling. He almost has a 6 for an ERA. That's not good at all. And Walker is really looking to bring down that ERA here. 0-2 loss. And then Nate Carnes, our 5th man, is taking on Miguel Gonzalez. Go ahead and sim this. Harold Neal's hurt, and DJ Peterson is finally off the DL. So we're going to take a look at that after these games, or after this series. So, Tyjon Walker, let's go over the first box score. 4-9, or 9-4 actually in our advantage. 9-16 for hits. Martin 4 for 5, Seager 1 for 3, Cruz 3 for 5, Cano 1 for 4, Lynn 4 for 5, Gurriel 1 for 4, Powell 1 for 5, O'Malley 2 for 5, and Ionetta 2 for 4. Seager, Cruz, Lynn, and Ionetta all had home runs. Paxton on the mound goes to 7-5 with the win. 7 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts for a 3.24 ERA on the year, which is excellent for James Paxton. Vincent, 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 1 walk for a 2.91 ERA actually, and then Strickland really looking to bring that ERA down. 2/3 of an innings pitched, perfect across the board for a 3.54 ERA. So like I said, we're really looking for him to bring that ERA down. I really want him to be a big, piece coming out of that bullpen. 0-2 loss here, 6 hits against their 7. Martin 0 for, Seager 1 for 4, Cruz 1 for 3, Cano 1 for 4, Marte 0 for, Rodriguez 1 for 3, O'Malley 1 for 3, Strasburger 1 for 3, and Ionetta 0 for 2. Take a look at Walker on the mound here. Takes a loss, goes to 5-9 on the year. 7 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned. 0 walks, 6 strikeouts. That's actually a pretty good day. Just no offensive support whatsoever for Walker. He has a 3.70 ERA on the year now. And then Albuquerque, 1 inning pitched, 2 hits, 1 strikeout for a 3.76 ERA on the year. And Strickland still bringing that ERA down. 1 inning pitched for a 3.44 ERA on the year now. Go ahead and look at the series finale here. Storen takes a loss, 1-3 loss against Chicago White Sox. 5 hits against their 7. Take a look at the stats here. Paul, 1 for 4. Marte, 0 for 4. Cruz, 1 for 4. Seager, 0 for 4. Lind, 0 for 4. Gurriel, 0 for 3. O'Malley, 2 for 4. Zunino, 0 for 2. Pinch hit. Robinson Cano, 1 for 1. Bat 232 now. Coming around, Strasburger, 0 for 2, and Martin 0 for 1 on the pinch hit appearance. O'Malley with a triple and an RBI. Gurriel hit by pitch. Cano had a stolen base. On the mound, Carnes, 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 4 walks, and 8 strikeouts. That's really, this series our pitchers have pitched great. There's just been no offensive support whatsoever. But for a 2.60 ERA on the year now, Storen takes a loss, goes to 0-2, 3 hits, and no innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs for a 5.22 ERA. I'm going to leave him up a little bit longer. He doesn't have too many innings, so I'm going to see if he can kind of correct everything before deciding to do something with him. Furbush, 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 walk for a 2.55 ERA. So I'm going to try and get up to here. This video might be long. I'm sorry. Alright guys, taking on Toronto here. They're having a great season, 61-35, probably leading the AL East. We are sitting 44-51. King Felix taking on Estrada. Coming off a loss, but coming off, a great homestand there. Paxton's no longer injured, just auto that. And Norioki is no longer injured, so I'm going to go ahead and throw him back into the lineup here. So give me a quick second. Alright, so Aoki's back in the lineup. I sent Strasburger down and left up Powell just to give him some at-bats. So King Felix is taking on Estrada here. Let's get into this. Actually just fixed that. I don't know what it's talking about. Alright, it's officially fixed. Hernandez taking on Estrada. 1-4 loss. Walker taking on Sanchez. 5-2 win. O'Neill's no longer injured. And Paxton taking on Liriano. 98 wins. Go over the box scores here real quick. Martin 1 for 4. Aoki 2 for 5. Seager 0 for 4. Cruz 1 for 2. 2 runs scored, 4 RBIs, 2 walks. Ionetta 1 for 3, Rodriguez 2 for 5, Cano 2 for 5, Powell 1 for 3, and Marte 0 for 3 with 2 walks. Martin and Cruz both had home runs. Aoki with a double. Martin, Aoki, Cruz, Iannetta, and Rodriguez all had RBIs. Iannetta with an error. On the mound, James Paxton gets a win, goes to 8-5. 6 innings pitched, 10 hits, 5 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts for a 3.44 ERA. Storn and Vincent both get the hold. 1 and a third innings pitched for Storn, 1 hit, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout for a 6.17 ERA. Vincent gets a hold as well. 2/3 of an innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 walk for a 3.19 ERA. And Cishek, 1 inning pitched, 1 strikeout, 1.56 ERA to get his 14th save of the season. Go ahead and really quick sim this Pittsburgh series here. Walker taking on Vogelson, 8-2 win, and Carnes taking on Pirates have Julio Urias, or Urias? I can't remember how to say it. It was Dodgers. He's like 19 years old. He was a Dodgers top pitching prospect, so obviously the Pirates traded for him. So anyway, Carnes taking on Urias. 3-7 loss. Let's go over this box score first. A lot of bats here. 0 for 5 for Marte, 2 for 4 for Aoki, 2 for 4 for Seager, 0 for Cruz, 1 for 4 for Iannetta, Zunino 0 for, and O'Malley 0 for, but they did not get any at bats. Rodriguez 1 for 4, Cano 1 for 4, Carnes 0 for 2, Powell 0 for 1, Gurriel 0 for 1, and Marte 2 for 3. Aoki and Iannetta both had doubles. Aoki, Seager, and Marte all had RBIs. Seager with another error. On the mound, Carnes 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run not earned, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts, 2.44 ERA. He's pitching fabulous for us out of that 5th man spot. Strickland, 1/3 of innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks for a 3.82 ERA. Gil Martin, 2/3 of innings pitched, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, perfect ERA. And Storin, 1 inning pitched, no hits, perfect across the board, 5.68 ERA. And Albuquerque takes a loss. He goes to 1-3 on the year. 1/3 of innings pitched, 2 hits, 4 earned runs, and 2 walks against 1 strikeout for a 5.74 ERA. Did I go over this one? I don't think I did. 8-2 win, 10 hits against their 9. We did have an error. Martino for 4, Aoki 1 for 5, Seager 2 for 5, Cruz 1 for 4, Lynn 1 for 4, Cano 1 for 4, Zunino 1 for 4, Walker 0 for 2 with a run scored and a walk, 2 strikeouts for him. Vincent 0 for, and Marte 3 for 4. Aoki and Marte both had doubles. Seager, Cano, Marte all had RBIs. Aoki, Seager, Cano, Marte all had RBIs. Actually, I said that Seager, Cano, and Marte had RBIs. They all had home runs, but they technically did have RBIs as well. Martin with an error. First time I've seen his name in there. Under the error column. Walker gets the win, goes to 6-9, 8 2/3, 7 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 4 walks, and 7 strikeouts for a 3.59 ERA. Vincent, 1/3 of innings pitched, 2 hits for a 3.15 ERA on the year. So that takes me up till right here where I wanted to be before our series against the Chicago Cubs here. This series might be played and really, kind of look into the game, look at people's stats during the game and all that stuff. So we're taking on the Chicago Cubs here. We're off to a fabulous start, 69-32. All right, guys, real quick before this episode ends, I want to show you guys a move I'm going to go ahead and make. So I'm going to bring in Corey Knievel from the Brewers here, 24 years old, B potential, 79 overall. He's not really having too good of a season here, but I do think, the year before he had a really good year. I do think he's just kind of having a little off year. His walks are up big time, but he is in, he plays the Cubs a bunch, he plays the Cardinals and the Pirates a bunch. He's in a pretty tough division. Not saying ours is weaker, but theirs is pretty tough. Going up against some really good hitters. I'm giving Adam Lind here. Lind isn't doing terrible. He's not producing enough. He's hitting 261. He has a 344 on base, which is not bad at all. And a 396 slugging, but look at his stats last year. Here you go, I'll put it to the top. 277 average, 360 on base, and 460 slugging. That's right about the range where I'd want him to be at. And he's not. I mean, he's never had a under or a sub 400 slugging, and I mean it's right at the brink, so it's not terrible. But I mean, if you look at his RBI numbers, he has 17 RBIs. 17. I mean, that's just even the year when he had 60 home runs, he had 40 RBIs. But and he had just as many at bats as he does right now, basically. So he's just not producing at all. And I'm really in this lineup. I just want to get rid of people like this who are just not producing and bring in people who will produce, because that's what I need and it's what this team needs. I'm gonna go ahead and give them Storin out of the bullpen. I mean, he just hasn't really got it going at all, and he's 2.3 million, so kind of just clearing up some room here. As you see down there, I have $22 million available now, so that's always a plus to have money available. But I mean, he's 28 years old too. He hasn't produced all year long. I'm not thinking that he's gonna like the really American League too much. He was pretty successful with the Nationals there, but he just has not done well at all with the Mariners here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of him and bring in another bullpen arm, and then I'm gonna have to clean out the rotation and like really, even it up and make sure I have a 25-man roster and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that really quick, and then I'm gonna show you guys, and then the video is over. I promise. Go ahead and offer this trade here, and they will accept. So, alright guys, so I really just brought Scribner up. I sent Al Albuquerque down to, so really looking to get Scribner turned around here. He only has 12 innings pitched, 4.5 ERA, and 1.5 WHIP. Pretty decent though, pretty good control numbers. So looking to just kind of get him turned around here. Like I said, I sent Albuquerque down, and then for my first baseman, since that open spot, I actually signed Juan Francisco not kind of a while ago, and he was down in Double A. He was kind of spotty. He was hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold. So he's on a hot streak right now. He does hit a lot of home runs, as you can see there. His power numbers are pretty good. So maybe he can get in here and, start hitting some bombs behind all these people who get on base for him, after Nelson Cruz does too. So we'll see how he does. We still have, we can even plug Rodriguez at first base right now too if Francisco struggles, just because Rodriguez hits righties actually right now better than he does lefties. And then, of course, we have Vogelbach down in AAA. Our big first baseman that we got from the Cubs almost has 25 home runs at AAA. I didn't really call him up right now, just because I just want to see him develop a little bit more. He started off the season really hot, and he's cooled off to 270, but he was at like 305 or 310 before. So I want to see him be a little bit more consistent down there, and I want to see him develop, maybe get over to a 70 overall. And just, his numbers against righties are pretty good right there, but maybe I want to see his numbers against lefties improve a little bit, and even with his righties, just see them improve. So that's really it with Vogelbach there. He's only 6 foot, so he's not too big actually. So like I said, Francisco is going to be our first baseman for the time being right now. Cano's starting to get it going a little bit right behind him. Got his batting average up to 233 now. His on base 265, slugging 397. So hopefully he'll have a really strong second half of the season here. That's really gonna be it though, guys. I'm gonna get into the next video here, and then that'll be it. So yeah, this is it. I promise. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Gameplay will start again pretty soon, probably with this next video here, King Felix taking on the Cubs. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and I will talk to you next episode.